So there was a sequel to Ninja Scroll, but in the form of a graphic novel. There's about 12 issues, but only the first 3 really mention characters from the film, so let's get into it. It starts off with Jubei taking a nap somewhere, while using something to block the light over his eyes. As some men approach him, planning to steal his sword, Jubei wakes up and fights them off very quickly, just cutting them along the shoulder. As Jubei walks off, it seems they made him look a bit younger in the story, or it could just be the art style, but anyways. As darkness falls over the land, Jubei comes across a pack of wolves surrounding an old lady. After Jubei fights off all the wolves, the old lady offers him some tea, but first, they have to reach her home downstream, so they row in a boat. When they reach her home, there's a strange mist or fog surrounding it. As Jubei drinks the warm tea, the old lady tries to figure out why Jubei is so skilled with a sword. Jubei would refuse to eat any food because he only wants to sleep. When Jubei wakes up, he thought he saw Oba-chan, the old lady. He calls out to her, but gets no response. He checks downstairs only to find that not only is she missing, but everything in the house is also gone. As he steps outside, a mist or fog would surround Jubei. Then he hears a buzzing sound and starts getting surrounded by a ton of wasps. His only chance is to jump into a nearby body of water, but when he emerges, he gets the feeling of deja vu. As he reaches for the edge, he sees a very large snake in front of him. Jubei takes it down using the sword, then more smaller snakes would appear, and again, Jubei takes them all out. Then Jubei would hear something coming towards him. He dodges the object, as it then gets stuck into a tree. He looks at it, and he knows it. He's seen it before. A voice calls out to him from behind. "Nice to know you haven't forgotten us, Jubei Kebegami, because we haven't forgotten you. We see 3 devils of Kimon have come back for Jubei." He beats Tessai pretty easily. He avoids the rolling attack, then jumps over him, and Tessai falls into a body of water. He cannot swim, and since his body is so heavy, he sinks to the bottom. He beats Benisato very fast also, by plunging his sword right through her head. Kagero would show up to use flame to create smoke, which seems to affect the wasps, holding them back for a while. Mushizo gets beaten by getting his back cut up by Kagero. She is seen behind him holding a weapon. Mushizo's back has 2 large cuts. After this, Jubei and Kagero would share a kiss together. And for some reason, Kagero does not have that poison in her body anymore. Jubei would show Kagero that he kept her headband all this time. Jubei explains that he met an old lady, drank tea with her, and then he fell asleep. But the next day he woke up, the devils of Kimon had come back to life. He wonders if Kagero used the resurrection technique to come back also. Kagero tells Jubei, "This is not about me, Gemma, or the devils of Kimon. This is about you, Jubei." She then runs her weapon through his body, and just like that, his wounds start to heal. Kagero says she knows she could never hurt him. Jubei would ask, "Where the hell am I?" Jubei starts to wonder if he did not survive and now he's actually in hell. He could also be dreaming, or he lost his mind, or he could be drunk. He's not sure if this Kagero is really a demon or witch, so he runs off. He starts to remember drinking tea. Maybe there was something in it. Jubei then gets confronted by Mujuru and Shijima. He is told the truth of his nature. Jubei likes to fight and kill. Here, your enemies will come after you every night, looking for a fight. And since he cannot die here, Jubei is trapped in a never-ending battle for an eternity. Jubei would refuse to fight back, and so his enemies would attack him over and over. Jubei would pass out from this, but when he wakes up, his wounds begin to heal. Jubei starts to wonder, if this truly is hell, they'll be back. Tessai, Benisato, Mushizo, all of them. Then the great castle of Enma-O, the king of hell, would appear. Jubei has heard of this. When he approaches the door, he is greeted by a large wolf creature. Jubei will not fight here, so this wolf would guide him inside. This creature says to Jubei, "It's not like we've never met before," then changes its appearance to Benisato, then changes it to look like Genma. As this being approaches his throne, we see Yurimaru and Zakuro. This being says that he and Jubei are more like allies. He says that he was expecting Jubei to be here much sooner. His name was on the scroll. He was supposed to die that day. Instead, Jubei took out his entire clan. Jubei says he was tricked, and Gemma was the real enemy, which led to all of this. This being says, I understand who you are, what you are. That's why I'm sending you back. Jubei would then wake up as the voice says to him, you do good work for me. Jubei is then greeted by Oba-chan, the old lady, who says she only stepped out to go to the temple. He would thank her for her kindness, but he has to go. As he walks by a body of water, he remembers he forgot his hat somewhere. He looks at the water and sees it. He wonders how it got there. Then he remembers Kagero's headband. He must have left that somewhere. When he says, she can keep it, he could mean the headband was left at Oba-chan's house. The story ends here, with the other issues going in a different direction. So it seems it was all a dream or a nightmare. Either way, at least he got a chance to see Kagero, or some image of her, one more time. There was a Ninja Scroll, the series that was released in 2003, but the art style and the action was not the same. They did include Jubei and also the old man, but it just felt different. Then in 2012, there was a teaser trailer for a 3-episode short animation titled Ninja Scroll Burst. The art style and animation was a bit better in this one, and the project was just trying to get the attention of investors. But in the end, the project was cancelled or just put aside because they were having trouble finding investors. And it's because they said the original film was not a big hit in Japan. In 2008, we got news there was going to be a live-action adaptation of Ninja Scroll. Warner Brothers had acquired the rights to it, but this fell apart over the years and nothing happened. In 1997, they released Ninja Resurrection, which had almost no connection to Ninja Scroll, but the hero's name was also Jubei, but the story in Ninja Resurrection was not related to Ninja Scroll. I have gone back to watch Ninja Scroll, the series. They tried to continue the whole thing with Jubei and also the old man there, but like I said before, it just felt different. There was not much emotion in that project. It was like they were taking Jubei and the old man, putting them into a new story and hoping it was going to pick up. And in the end, it felt like a watered-down version of Ninja Scroll. And to me, the original movie is still the best one. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Leave a thumbs up rating, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.